I'm James.
I'm John.
We're bucket list travelers, coming to you from La Griteria in Granada, Nicaragua. We're walking to the cathedral at the moment for La Griteria, which is the culmination of this whole 9-day La Purisma event. So it's going to be really spectacular. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
We'll be uploading a new video each week, so to get more insight on what it's like living in Nicaragua, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video, please give it a like and leave a comment.
La Griteria is the final day of the La Purisma celebrations. This Nicaraguan tradition has been going for 300 years, and it's a vibrant Catholic religious festival with parades, dancing, music, and fireworks. We've counted ourselves very fortunate to be living in Nicaragua during COVID, as we've been able to experience the rich culture that Latin America has to offer and to attend these amazing local events.
La Griteria literally translates to the shouting in Spanish. It is a uniquely Nicaraguan festival in honor of the Virgin Mary. The name comes about because on the day of La Griteria, people shout, "¿Quién causa tanta alegría?" Or, "Who causes so much joy?" The reply comes back, "La Concepción de María," which translates to the Conception of Mary.
Every day throughout La Purisma, we've noticed more Christmas decorations in the area in front of the Cathedral of Granada, and the festivities have seemed to be getting bigger and bigger. We weren't sure what to expect from La Griteria. We thought it'd be similar to previous nights, but with more fireworks. But La Griteria was so much bigger and better than what we ever expected.
For the final night of the La Purisma festival, the float of the Virgin Mary was out once again. We didn't have to look far today because it sped right past our home. The float went around all the streets of Granada from about 4:15 in the afternoon, with a band and emergency service vehicles sounding their alarms. As they came to each street, the residents would gather on the street to watch the float go past.
We went to find the float again closer to 6 p.m. at night. It didn't take long to find, with all the fireworks, car sirens and marching bands. On this night, the float of the Virgin Mary was accompanied by 2 children dressed as angels. They looked very serene, despite having so much noise, bright lights and crowds all around them.
By 7 p.m, the procession of the Virgin Mary found its way back to the Cathedral of Granada, as the crowd cried out their response to the question, "¿Quién causa tanta alegría?"
The festivities of the night were far from over. All around the cathedral and the Central Park of Granada, there were vendors selling food and toys. Luminous balloons were a popular option, and we saw a lot of children with Native American headdress costumes on. Wooden ratchet noisemakers appeared to be a popular option with the crowd, and even got featured in a performance. There was a big stage set up, and for the next hour we were treated to performances from choirs, traditional dances, and the National Police Marching Band.
At various times, festival organisers gave handouts of sweets and fruit for the children. That really got the crowd going.
The La Purisma Christian gospel theme song of Tu Gloria was played and sung plenty of times throughout the evening and throughout every day of the La Purisma festivities. 2 different versions of this traditional Nicaraguan song were played by the National Police Band just before the grand finale of the massive display of fireworks.
La Griteria is one of the biggest days for fireworks in Nicaragua. We heard the sounds of bombas from 4 a.m. that morning, randomly throughout the day, and there were always bombas around whenever the float with the Virgin Mary went by.
This was as close as I've ever gotten to fireworks. I could literally feel them raining down on me. Good thing fire extinguishers and the fire department were on hand in case anything got out of control. Fireworks are used a lot in Central America, and the people setting off the bombers and the bigger fireworks seemed to really know what they were doing. So it did feel perfectly safe. We noticed that the same person was letting off bombers for each day of the La Purísima celebrations. That seems like a pretty fun job.